carve out I can't talk today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on my first 2 weeks with VIPKID. So if you haven't already, I will go ahead and link up on the top here. First video that I did talking about my experiences with the VIPKID, and today is officially my second full week with VIPKID this week. And I'm so excited because in 2 weeks of teaching, I have taught over 50 classes. Oh, it's so exciting. I am on track right now with the classes that I currently have scheduled to be at over 100 classes in the next week or so. So I'm very, very excited. I cannot believe that I have already taught 50 classes. That's so crazy to me. I thought I would just make this video to kind of give you guys some insight on what it feels like being a new teacher, my thought process, kind of the questions that I had, things like that, so that way maybe if you're a new teacher or you're thinking about applying and you're kind of just curious about the first couple weeks and how all that works, I thought maybe that this would provide some value for you. So if you do find this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I am uploading videos every single week about my experiences with VIPKID, as well as videos on minimalism and my planner videos. So if you are interested in that, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a video. With that being said, the 5 things that I learned with my first 2 weeks in VIPKID. Here we go. Take as many workshops as possible. So VIPKID has this really great platform called the Teacher's Portal, and in the Teacher's Portal there is an academy, which is actually now currently called the library, so they just switched that over, but it's just a huge hub of information and different opportunities to learn from other VIPKID teachers that have taught so many classes, that are very experienced in the VIPKID world, that are teaching these workshops. So you're learning from people that have done it all, have seen it all, and all that good stuff. So my first 3 days, I took, check my notes here. My first 3 days with VIPKID, I took 4 workshops. And since that time, I think I'm up to about 10 workshops now. I learned so much from these workshops, and they're about things that happen or that can happen in the classroom, helping you learn the ropes when it comes to the Teacher's Portal. I took as many of them as I could because I went into the Teacher's Portal and I was like, oh my god, there's just so much there. So in order to learn everything, I took those workshops, and that really helped alleviate a lot of my stress as a new teacher, because I had joined some Facebook groups, and while they were helpful, there was also a lot of information, so it was kind of overwhelming because sometimes it conflicted. That's the other thing I want to say too. There are some videos on YouTube that are outdated, so be sure when you're watching things, take everything with a grain of salt, because VIPKID is kind of always changing. It's still a newer company. They've only been around 5 years. That was something that was kind of a mistake on my part, was that I was watching a lot of videos that were outdated information too. So just take that with a grain of salt. Everything I'm telling you now is accurate as of November 15th of 2018. Get most of your information from the portal, from the workshops, from the support tab, from the Hutong. If you have no idea what any of those things are, those are all resources that VIPKID makes available for new teachers. Once you're hired, once you're a new teacher, you will have access to all of those resources. The workshops really helped me personally, I feel, because they allowed me to know kind of what was happening before I got into the classroom. I ended up getting bookings on the second day that I had slots open. My schedule booked up real quick. I'll put a screenshot here of my first booking frenzy. It happens at the beginning of every week in China. Basically, it's when parents can go in and start booking slots. I experienced mine at the beginning of my second week, and this was what that looked like. So I'll put a screenshot of that here. But I woke up and I was like, oh my god. At that point, I didn't feel super confident. I was still way over preparing and spent a ton of time prepping, and I just didn't feel organized. But I really loved what I was doing, and that's kind of what I was leading with. I was leading with my passion, leading with my heart, and really just making sure I was pouring my heart and soul into these classes. I got 4 or 5 Apple ratings in my first 3 days. 5 students ended up rebooking me immediately following the class, and I really believe that it was because of everything that I was learning in those workshops. When it comes to bookings and wanting to fill up your schedule, make sure you're doing workshops, make sure you're taking the time to learn and to educate yourself, because as teachers especially, we can always be improving, and I'm a strong believer in that I am always growing, always improving. The second thing that I learned with my 2 weeks so far with VIPKID, and how I was able to teach 50 classes in 2 weeks, open short notice bookings. This basically means that you're opening class slots that can be booked within 24 hours of that time slot. Parents can come in up to 1 hour before and book that class with you. God, 24 hours, like how am I gonna be prepared? I get that. I felt the same way, but I really found that I was able to prepare and I was able to just take it one class at a time. You know, I wouldn't open up a bunch of short notice slots that are back to back to back to back your very first day. However, my first class was actually a short notice booking. I was booked at about 1 a.m. for my first class, and my first class was at 5 a.m. I get the stress of that. I actually ended up somehow waking up and checking my phone and seeing it at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I stayed up until 4 a.m. preparing. I'm not saying you have to do that, but if you're like me and you're nervous as all hell, that's an option for you too. I really believe that short notice bookings are what got me on the radar. My first couple days, almost everything that I booked was a short notice booking. And you do get an extra $2 bonus added onto your base pay for a short notice booking. If you're not too familiar with the pay, I am going to be uploading a video all about that. So if you're not already, be sure to subscribe so that way you can check that out when it goes live. The third tip that I have was how vitally important the teacher portal is and how much information is available to you. That for me was a game changer when I finally got in the portal and started just going through it. It's going to feel like your mind is exploding. Just FYI. Basically the answers to almost every question you are going to have. So that's the third thing that I found most helpful in helping me feel prepared. My fourth thing that I have learned over these last 2 weeks is how important it is to be authentic. I had parent feedback that has come in over the last 2 weeks that has said that my profile video really matched how my class was, that I was the same. I've had feedback that says that I have really high energy and I'm really enthusiastic and I use a lot of props and I'm really expressive. I get that one a lot. Very expressive attitude. I think the biggest reason why I'm able to open so many slots and have them booked, why I was able to get such a successful first booking frenzy, is because what parents see on my profile is 100% how I am in my classroom. It's the exact same setup, my energy level is the exact same, my expressions, everything. There is nothing in my profile video that is fake or inauthentic or using props that I wouldn't use in my classroom or anything like that. I don't get any crazier in my video than I do in my classroom or vice versa. It's 100% me. I showed it to my boyfriend, my mom, my brother, I showed it to everybody. And I was like,
does this look like me? Is this me? Is this my personality? Is this how you feel like I am?
and everybody was like, oh yeah, totally. That could be helpful too. Maybe get some feedback, whether it's from other teachers. I did just create a VIPKID Facebook group for teachers that are looking to get help through the hiring process. So if you are interested in that, the link is in the comments below. But basically just find some support to check out that video to make sure that it's you. It's important to be yourself, because if you're not yourself in your profile video, when parents book you and the students take the class, if it's not what's in that profile video, if you're not construing the same thing, you're not going to get rebooked. And I think that's how I was able to get so many regulars so quickly, if you can call them regulars. I mean, I guess I'm going into my third week, but all of those students from my first week that have rebooked me have not rebooked me like for a third time too. So I think I have a pretty good thing going so far. Make sure that you are being 100% authentically yourself, because kids especially can really see that. And the fifth thing that I have learned after 2 weeks of teaching with VIPKID is I have honestly never done something so rewarding. I know that's cheesy, but I love this. I love it so much. I woke up this morning at 2:30 a.m. Don't let that deter you. If you're not currently a teacher, you don't have to wake up at 2:30 a.m. I just chose to. I'm on Central Time. I opened some slots at 3 a.m. this morning, so please don't feel like you have to wake up at 2:30 a.m. I've never woken up that early in the morning, like jumping out of bed, ready to start my day. It's incredible to me. I love it. There's so many wonderful kids that I have already had the amazing opportunity to teach, and I can't wait to continue teaching. If you want to feel that way too, you totally can. Like, come with me. Let's go be VIPKID teachers together. I think this is an incredible opportunity. It is an amazing way to make an income. You have the power to choose your schedule. You have the flexibility to work from wherever you have an internet connection. You get to impact these little adorable kids' lives. These are the kids. They're adorable. It's amazing. It really is. So if you are curious about VIPKID, if you are looking to apply or you just started your application and you're looking for someone to help you through the hiring process, I would love love, love, love nothing more than to help you through this, because I promise you it can seem a little intimidating to apply, but even if you have no education degree, you can still do this if you have somewhat of an education background. Please don't hesitate to reach out. You can drop a comment below if you'd like. I'm leaving the link to the Facebook group that I have all about hiring and getting your questions answered in the description box. Be sure to join that if you're interested, and I would love to help you through this process because this is seriously an incredible opportunity, and that is the biggest thing that I've learned in these 2 weeks. How freeing it can be to be able to work for yourself full-time and to be able to create your own schedule, allow your work to fit around your life while still having and being fulfilled in your work. Be sure to check out the links in the description box, and if you're not already, hit that subscribe button. I've got a couple more videos coming at you in the next week or so, so be sure to check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.